Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I have actually gotten access to Wings of Fire, The Journey. So this is a very early access part of the game, so nothing here is really like complete, everything's still being in development, but it's still really cool, and I just got to see a lot of cool stuff, and I really want to share it with all of you. Anyway, so let's get started. So when you originally spawn in, you only have access to a Sandwing and a Seawing. The process of spawning in is actually very glitchy since, it's early access and nothing's been polished. So I did choose a Sandwing for this example since for some reason I couldn't get the Seawing to work. I think that was just on my end since I saw other people playing as Seawings just fine. So there's also a bunch of options for the size. I chose to play as an adult because that seemed to be the most polished. I tried playing as an elder, but it was just very glitchy, so I just chose an adult. As you can see here, the flying around is obviously glitched. I was just Roomba flying, which honestly is extremely cool. And unfortunately, it's going to probably be removed before the release of the game. So this map was actually just one of the mini maps. So the first one is obviously this one. And then there was also another one with just a bunch of random buildings, which I thought was super cool, just so you can kind of see like what the developers have been working on when it comes to buildings. And there was a different one that lets you fly around and like fly through hoops. I have not learned how to fly properly, so I didn't do very well on it, but it was just a cool flight course, and I'm sure that it helps the developers test the flight. And there was also one that looked almost like a Sandwing village. Either way, it just also looked great. There were buildings that you could go into, and I actually almost got stuck on one, but overall it was a lot of fun. The biggest and most exciting map that I really saw was the Seawing Kingdom map. Apparently there was also some parts of the Rainwing Kingdom, but that was just trees and there wasn't any buildings. Most of the actual structures were near the water with some huts by the beach, as well as under the water there being tons of ravines and little buildings, but the biggest building was actually the absolutely giant Seawing Palace. The interior wasn't done, but it still looked great. Also, my favorite part of the map was this huge underground area that you could access through a secret underwater tunnel. I actually didn't find it, the developer had to show me where it was. There was even a skull island with an absolutely giant skeleton on it, and as if that wasn't enough detail, there was even an area that was kind of like sunk down in the ocean floor where there were a bunch of hydrothermal vents. It looked really awesome, and I really like how many different types of areas there are. There's the Seawing Palace, there's the secret underwater tunnel that leads to the secret below volcano area, there's the hydrothermal vents, there's the beach side, there's the trees, was even a waterfall. There's just a ton of stuff, and I can totally see people really enjoy role-playing on the map. Anyway, I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.